Well, I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the fluff you are, and welcome to a building site update. But I can't see out. Well, hoarding boards have gone back up, so I guess they must be getting bored of some of us poking our noses in, which in a way is kind of good because at least they can get on with the work. But I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind, as I've probably said 100,000 million times before, I wouldn't mind seeing some like portals cut into some of these with a bit of flexi put over them just so someone can see what's going on. But whew. Flat loader on the move, so I get a little bit of a viewpoint of stuff, but I mean, can't really see much through all these hoardings. As I know I've said probably 100,000 times, won't mind having a few like portal windows and stuff cut onto the sides of all of these hoarding boards, but see if I can zoom you in over this side there. Some work down there, so I'll take a bit of a wander over down the bottom corner in a minute and see if I can spot anything before I disappear. So pause for now. Well, as we can see, we've got loads of more of the white quad boards up and things like that. Then also they've got a nice little driveway for all the stuff. Obviously cement truck there. Yes, I am being nice, I am not sticking my hand through the gaps. But we've got cement trucks, 3 in a row over there, which you can see. And I'm just going to have to just move a second. Gives me a brief moment just to have a view through here. Wow. Looks like work is progressing and it is going to be a dusty boy. But oh well. Progress is progress. It's been a long time coming. So yes, quite nice seeing things happening. Pause in a second. Right, so as we had that brief moment, we've got the space down to the old undercroft over here, which still somewhere over there has the pit of doom, which I couldn't see because we've got the hoarding boards at the top. But I think as we can see now as well, if I give you a zooms in from here, you can see all of the blue mesh netting that's gone over the top of that scaffolds up there. So something's going on up there, and now we've got a lot more work going on over here. Some of the diggers and cement trucks, concrete trucks, whatever you want to call them, sat there. And more stuff going on. There's quite a lot of people wandering around the grounds, so it's good, progress is happening. So yes, this is only going to be a short one. I'll go back to one of my old spots and then we will have a look at what's going on at the college area as well. So pause for now. Well, the car park is being used at least. It doesn't look like there's any lumps in it yet, so some people's fears of just because it was a very thin layer haven't happened yet. But I mean, some of these up here could still do with being kind of like renovated, cleaned up and sorted out, and then we could have like, you know, rooftop apartments and stuff up here. Or if you want it to, if you've got a store or whatever, then you can have an upstairs up there, so you can have a second floor, especially if you've got like a games place or kind of like a little a bar or something. You can have an upstairs, so at least you've got more seating space and more capacity. But other than that, I don't really know what else I'd do for that. Well, let's have a look, see if there's anything going on over there. So there around, whilst I've gotten the chance to, because I seem to forget this bit all along, I'll put it in the middle here. So if any of you want to help with the quest to 500, then slam that subscribe button, it is always appreciated. If you do like any of the stuff that I am doing at the moment, then give it a like. If you dislike it, then smile that dislike. All interactions are all perfectly fine. If you spotted yourself or you spotted anything that I have missed, stick it down in the comments below. If you have anything to say about this project, also stick that down in the comments below. So as we approach one of my old spots that I used to look a lot, I'll spin that around again. So we've got, looks like a fresh concrete slab over here. It's been done. If I can just peek you through here and give you a quick zoom. You can see there's a concrete slab which has been done there. There's obviously something going to be going on there. I can't remember which direction everything is anymore. Whether this side is going to have the apartments, this side's going to have the hotel, or what, I do not know, and I cannot remember. But as we can see, there is another cement truck over here which is obviously supplying the cement. Yeah. So we've got one that's supplying the cement to the pump truck, which is going through that big arm and then over there to pour on whatever slab that they are pouring. And with it being glorious sunlight, giant burning ball of plasma, got to get that one in. Whilst the ball of plasma is burning bright, they might as well get on with the concrete pour. And I know some people are probably going to say, I know you're going to need to climate control and temperature control the concrete, yes, but it is naturally a cold country. It's not exactly like we're in the middle of the desert, so we don't really need to worry about that. Anyway, cheeky and see if I can spot anything else from over here. No, I can't, because it's still got all the hoardings. But progress is being made, people, progress is being made. I am not going to be cheeky and stick my arm through any of the gaps, just because there are people at work and I don't exactly want to encroach on their privacy. Anyway, I will wrap this side up and I will catch you in a moment back over at the college site. Pause. And as we can see here, which I'm just going to poke to here, we have a bit of an outside edge, something. The looks more like kind of like the fabrication lines are all coming up and everything. I think the music section is behind me as well, so someone's having a nice jam session because I can hear you. Nice little drum roll there. This is coming along, so soon more things over here will be going vertical, not just kind of like the outer edge and perimeter walling. So it's doing quite well over here with everything. As I said, this was only really gut and brief catch up, and I do apologise for uploads not being on a regular basis. I just had a lot of other things going on. I wasn't exactly in much of a good mental health state for a while. I just had a bit of a wobble, and then with some of the other stuff that was going on with some of the government findings, yeah, it made me feel like, you know, like part of the populace wants people like me to just evaporate and disappear, you know. But hey, I'm not going to make this political, but let's just say my rainbow is going to get ever brighter and get ever sparklier. I ain't stopping. I'm out of that closet and I ain't going back in. Anyway, as I said before, if you like any of it, then give us a sub. If you want to say anything, then stick it all down below. If you like it, then give it a like. If you dislike it, give it a dislike. Anyway, I think I might have rambled on for a bit too long. I have a medical appointment to go to, so I will sign out. So, peace out, be good to everyone. Remember, you only get out of life what you put in, so you put the smallest amount in, you will only get the smallest amount back. The world can be a hateful place sometimes, don't make it any worse. Peace out and goodbye.